Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jamal. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. So today, this is just a video I wanted to do because I wanted to kind of help Brittney at first. And when I say that, this was a couple weeks ago, I felt she was under a lot of stress and needed some help. And I'm like, well, I have some ideas. Maybe I can help. So I did reach out to her via email, no response. So I'm like, okay, maybe she's busy, like a lot of emails. I understand that. So as I waited and waited, I kept watching her channel, watching what she was saying, watch how she was moving. I'm like, you know what? I don't think she really wants to change. I think she wants everyone else to change and conform to her. And I say that because she says she wants things to stop, but she'll keep engaging. And my thing is this: you can't claim clean hands when you're playing in the mud with everybody else. It just doesn't work. So I've seen her go on both her channels, and she's been talking about how she was losing subscribers and how she's unbothered and she's okay with it because they were just all haters and this and that. I'm like, okay, hate views are still views. So between your two channels, if you lost 500 from the opinion channel, 500 from the main, that's like 1,000 per day of views. And it may not seem like a lot, but 1,000 per day equals 31,000 views a month. That's no small change. And plus, if people actually took the time to go unsub, these are the people who are actually watching your content. So we also have to remember that. So, I've gone back and forth, talked to a couple of people I know on YouTube, and I said, hey, what do you think? These are the ideas I had. They're like, it's great ideas, but why waste it on her when we've seen you give her advice in chat? She doesn't listen. She doesn't make any changes. So I said, I could just keep this to myself, but at the end of the day, I did this with, good intention. So I'm going to put this out here. Maybe Brittney will heed some of the words I'm saying, maybe not. Either way, I've done all I can do. So at this point, I kind of don't really care. I'm indifferent, so I'm just going to report the news as I see it. But I at least want to put this out there so there's a video, quote unquote, evidence that at least one person did try to help her, and it's public. And I hope it makes sense to a lot of you. So let's start here. So the first video I want to show is this. We all know Brittney has a habit of either privating or deleting her content. So let's start here. All right. So I just kind of Googled, I was trying to figure out, does, privating your videos hurt your channel? Does it do any damage? I was just curious because people will do it all the time if they don't want certain things to be seen. So let's see what we have here. It says, does privating or deleting videos hurt your YouTube channel? So I'm going to move past negative impact of deleting, so we all know deleting is bad. Now I'm going to go down to privating videos. And here's what it says. Negative impacts of privating videos. Lost contribution to metrics. Privating a video removes it from public view, meaning it no longer contributes to public watch time, engagement, or other key metrics used by YouTube's algorithm to determine a channel's performance and visibility. Okay, so even when the video is privated, it still loses the metrics. Limited monetization potential. Since private videos do not add to watch time, they can hinder a channel's ability to reach monetization thresholds and potentially decrease ad revenue and sponsorship opportunities. Okay. Last one, reduced SEO and visibility. Private videos are not accessible to search engines or public viewers, significantly reducing the potential for discovery and engagement. So basically, what they're saying is by continuously privating your videos, deleting your videos, you're kind of knocking yourself out of the algorithm. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. Now I'm going to take you to Social Blade. Now this is her main channel. Now here is where the magic kind of happens or doesn't happen. So over the last 30 days, she's lost 700 subscribers. Estimated monthly income is here. Now here's the key part over here. These drops are either private or deleted videos. Let's go back to the first drop here. Now on March 3rd of this year, she deleted or private over 250,000 views. I wonder why. Not good. And then go over here on June 2nd. She privated, deleted over 150,000 views. 164.10 to be exact. Now this huge drop. Now this one happened on June 23rd. Over three. Oh my. Oh, let me do this. Let me go back. Let me go back. I didn't realize it was the whole thing. So March 23rd, 265,000 views. March 10th, not good. Okay, nothing there. All right, go back here. June 2nd, 164,010 views. Let's keep going. Anything else? Nope. Now drop here. Okay. June 23rd, 393,000 views, privately deleted. June 30th, 614,000 views, deleted or privated. July 7th, over 665,000 views, private or deleted. All right, so basically, give or take, over the year, well, we'll go with over the year, Brittney probably deleted about maybe what, 1.5 million and three-quarter views. But in this section right here alone, 333, we'll say 400,000, 600,000. That's 1 million views right there, roughly. 1,600,000, we'll say 1.7 million views just within this between June 23rd and July 14th. That's a lot of views. That's more views than some channels have by themselves, and she's just deleting them off, which means she's really killing her channel. I mean, I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. So, my guess is her channel is not going to recover from this because she's probably knocked herself out of the algorithm. That's my guess. And let's go over to the opinions channel real quick. All right, and this is the opinions channel. Alrighty. Over the last 30 days, she's lost over 540 subscribers. Excuse me. Let's see what the loss. June 2nd, deleted, privated, 130,000 views. Let's see what's here. June 30th, 66. We'll say 67,000 views, deleted, privated. July 7th, 321,000 views, privately deleted. And July 14th, another, say 6,000. So we're gonna say 6,000, 327. We'll say 400,000 views off the opinions channel. Like, she's literally deleted 2 million views off of her channel just within the last couple months. That's insane. Wow. And yeah, and she's losing support, losing viewers. I'm not sure how she will recover. I think there might be a way, but it's gonna take a lot. All right, let me go show you guys what I was thinking about for. All right, so first up is that I was going to suggest that she change her main channel name. Now, to me, Brittney doesn't really do true crimes. I don't see the production. I don't see the research. I don't see the time, the effort. I see a lot of discussion, and that's what she enjoys. So my suggestion for her to turn her main channel into like a discussion channel, that way she can have her panels and feel comfortable and have the conversation she wants to have. Not a problem. And my, suggestions for names would be Case Discussion with Britt or Case Conversations with Britt. Both lend itself to discussion and panels, and I think it would be perfect. I took away the allegedly, and I took away the Brittney J, because those pretty much are dead in the algorithm due to the, deleted private reviews. That's just my opinion. That's my guess, which is why I think her channels haven't really got the traction that she may be looking for. So I think just getting rid of those two, the allegedly and the Brittney J, a fresh start. Maybe the algorithm will help her out. And I really hope she listens, because I think, she can recover, but it's going to be super tough. Super tough. Now, next up this is kind of like a production sheet. So basically, this is if I were doing true crime, how would I want it to look? And it's just kind of a schedule of time to where she's not spending too much time online, because she has her, her man to take care of. She has her kids to take care of. She's got all these appointments early, this, and that. And I don't think there's really any reason to be online for 3 and 4 hours a night. And I say that because let's be real, YouTube does not pay by the hour. They just don't. They pay by the view. So anything that you can do to save time and be more efficient, I think is always the way to go. Now, give me one moment. I'm trying to pull the production up on my computer because in my StreamYard, it's not showing that well. So thank you for your patience. I really, really appreciate it. I don't want this to, I want to read this out because I think it really makes sense to run a show this way. That way you're not online too long. So again, I really appreciate your patience. Come on, computer. All right. I thought I was gonna be able to see this on StreamYard, but it's on my end. It's just not doing its thing. But I'll figure that out. All right. The main channel show schedule. So I think the intro should be between 1 and 3 minutes. I think the welcome should be between 1 and 3 minutes. I think a long intro kind of drives people away. Like, well, it's 10 minutes in, the intro still going. Why? Start off with case updates. That could take between 5 and 10 minutes. Maybe do an article reading, maybe another 5 to 10 minutes, and then you and the panel in the chat can discuss the article, maybe 10 to 20 minutes. You might want to put up a video of an interview or something like that. And I'm talking about maybe one video, two at most. And so video watch would be 10 to 20 minutes, and the video discussion would be between 10 and 30 minutes. Closing thoughts, 10 minutes. The outro can be between 1 and 3 minutes. So the total show time could be between 53 and 109 minutes. So, not bad. I think that's a way better use of time if you have a schedule. And 109 minutes is a good stream. So that's what, 1 hour and 49 minutes? Less than 2 hours. I think that's really good. So I think that's another way she could, improve and, work on the time management. I think it's a good way to go. And then on to, I think, her second channel. Now, that should just be like basically her shit talking channel. That's pretty much what she does. And I think that should stay away from the case discussion channel. I don't think true crime, case discussion, and talking shit meshes well. So take that over here. And I think, a good channel name for this would be Talking Ish with Britt. I think it's self-explanatory. If you need to go in on somebody, go off. Don't do it on the case discussion. Do it on the second channel. I don't like backup channel because backup channel makes you think like, oh, you're trying to be sneaky. It's like, no, this is my second channel. I won't talk my ish, and that's what it's going to be. Now, the third and final channel I came up with, and mind you, I had a couple more channels behind this. So, with the recent drama that's going on with Brittney, she's going through it. I mean, let's be real, like, she's adding to the chaos by keeping it going. And her drama sells. I think drama content is the only content she has right now, so I get why she's leaning into it. She just doesn't want to admit it, and she may as well admit it and get it over with. So this channel here, Allegedly Asleep, I think this should be her late night channel where, she maybe they have fun and talk, and maybe if she nods off, people are like, oh, she's allegedly asleep. Now for this, I did keep the allegedly because it's a brand new channel, and the drama surrounding her is that she nods off on streams. So it's a play into that with a new channel. And then also, like, get paid for your pain, basically. If you're gonna be in drama and be dragged and do all this stuff, get paid. Like, she could have had allegedly asleep pillows, allegedly asleep pajamas. Like, there's a lot you could have done to play into this and got to the bag. But that's just my opinion. Well, everyone, these are just my thoughts, my opinions. I do really feel that there is some merit here. And even if she doesn't take any of my advice, hey, it's cool. I put it out here. I tried to help. At the end of the day, that's all you can do. I really appreciate everyone listening to me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.